From the News Center, this is News Channel 8 Today.
Good Thursday morning. Welcome to News Channel 8 Today. I'm Gene Ramirez.
And I'm Gail Guayardo. Our top stories this morning, a rapper reacts. We are finally hearing from performer Kevin Gates this morning over accusations he kicked a woman in the chest during a concert in Lakeland. And it's not an apology. The performer released a video rapping about the ordeal called The Truth. While most of it is not appropriate for air, we'll break down some of what he does say coming up later in our newscast. Plus,
my world got a little bit smaller with his passing. He will truly be missed by all of us.
A family and community on edge and in mourning. A manhunt intensifies in Illinois for 3 accused cop killers. Lieutenant Joe Glinowicz was checking out a suspicious call when he was shot to death. He was a 3-decade veteran of the police force.
And the Bucs are gearing up to play their final preseason game today. They are taking on the Miami Dolphins tonight. You can catch all of the action right here on News Channel 8, your official Bucs station, starting with a pregame special at 6:30, which begs the question, how will the forecast look?
You know, not too bad down in Miami. Only a 30% rain chance. In fact, pretty much a below average rain chance across the state of Florida. We do have the chance of seeing a stray shower or two coming onshore this morning in Citrus, Hernando, and Pasco counties. Then those showers will sort of drift toward the east, which is why I'm keeping in the 30% rain chance today in Polk County and even into northern portions of Highlands County. But if you live in Pinellas or places like Manatee, Sarasota, Hardy, DeSoto, and Southern Highlands, it's only a 10% rain chance today. That's why I've kind of averaged those together and said, for this afternoon, there's only a 20% chance that you would get a stray shower, and the afternoon high will reflect the lower rain chance with a high today of about 91 degrees. So coming up at 5:38, I'll take a look hour by hour through your day and give you a glimpse at that Bucs forecast as well. But you have some issues that are clearing up on the roads this morning.
It looks much better out there. Downtown Tampa, we're now free and clear of any slowdowns. We had the interstate block there. It looks great, so that's some good news. We still have a little bit of, here's a quick look at the picture I was just talking about. We still have a little bit, though, of action going on in Sarasota. We've got the northbound lane blocked here, just one lane right at University Parkway due to construction. And of course, construction out at Howard and also Armenia and Columbus. Let's go to Malik on the street. He's out there again for another view of a lot of activity. They're resurfacing the roadway, folks. So Howard and also Armenia down to one lane here at Columbus. And Columbus Drive down to one lane both directions. Very, very busy. Fortunately, though, not a lot of traffic right now, but I'll be keeping an eye on it for you throughout the morning. That's a look at weather and traffic. Back to Gene and Gail.
It's 5:32. Happening today, a debate over who should have the power to scrutinize the Tampa Police Department.
The mayor recently signed an executive order to create a citizens review board. Now, the move left some city council members shaking their heads because they were in talks about creating one. Melissa Beckman is live at Tampa City Hall this morning, where the issue could get heated at today's city council meeting.
Good morning, Gail and Gene. Yeah, a lot of people have a lot to say about this, and we are expecting a big turnout here at City Hall today as city council members question whether the police review board created by the mayor will be objective and fair. Just last week, Mayor Bob Buckhorn held a press conference announcing he signed an executive order to form the Citizens Review Board. It's designed to review police procedures and internal affairs investigations. It comes amid allegations that Tampa police unfairly targeted African Americans on bicycles. Mayor Buckhorn will appoint the majority of board members. The city council will appoint the other 2. Now that's raising some red flags for community activists and some city council members. They tell the Tampa Bay Times Buckhorn will have too much power to make the board effective and independent. Concerned citizens packed the Tampa City Council chambers earlier this month, urging the council to create a citizens review board. Councilman Frank Reddick introduced the proposal, and now he is leading the opposition to the mayor, telling the paper Buckhorn's version of this board is totally unacceptable. Of course, you can count on 8 on your side to be here to let you know what happens at today's 9 o'clock meeting, and also on today's agenda, an updated report on the city's controversial red light cameras. I'll tell you more about that coming up in a half hour. Gail.
Yeah, typically you think of these meetings as boring, but this one's going to get interesting. All right, thanks, Melissa.
Well, over in Pinellas County, $20 million are on the table today in St. Petersburg. City council members will vote on adding the tax revenue to the downtown waterfront master plan. Now, this does not include the pier but rather an extravagant entryway. Not everyone agrees. Some council members complain resources should be spread out across the city. The meeting starts this morning at 8:30.
So we now know when the Brandon Walmart that mysteriously shut down will open its doors again. The store closed without any warning in April. Management blamed plumbing problems as the reason for the sudden closing. This left 400 employees scrambling to find other work or transfer to another store. The shutdown not only cost workers their jobs, it also impacted nearby businesses.
I mean, just their employees alone, we had a huge lunch grab with that. So we definitely took a nice hit.
A Walmart spokesman tells 8 on Your Side the store will be open for business in late October or early November.
Time now is 5:35. Right now, get excited. Bucks fans all across the Bay Area are getting ready for the final game of the preseason tonight as the Buccaneers head down to Miami to face the Dolphins. News Channel 8's Mary McGuire joins us now live from One Buck Place. And Mary, this is a very important game for the players. Tell us about that.
Yeah, you can say that again. Good morning to you, Gene. Players will literally be fighting for their jobs tonight and fighting for the chance to call this One Buck Place their office tonight in Miami. Now, by Saturday afternoon, 17 of the Bucks players must be cut. The roster can only fit 53 men, and that means Bucks coaches will have some hard choices to make after this 4th preseason game. Wide receiver Rennell Hall is hoping to survive that cut, and News Channel 8 Sports caught up with the young star.
It means a lot, you know, just a new opportunity for me to go out and get my God-given ability and show what I have to contribute to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Now, Hall could prove to be a threat on the field, proving that he can not only catch passes but return kicks. So it will be very interesting to see how things shake out on the gridiron tonight. And coming up in the next half hour, I'll have much more on an interesting 3-way battle for the position of kicker. It should prove to be a pretty intense matchup. I've got my Bucks red on and just waiting for the game to start tonight on News Channel 8. Back to you, Gene.
All right, looking good in red there, Mary. It's all or nothing for some of these guys. Incredible. We'll be watching. Thank you.
A new 8 on Your Side health warning this morning. New cases of the mosquito-borne West Nile virus are detected in Pinellas County. 2 sentinel chickens in the Lake Magori area tested positive for the virus. That brings the total number of chickens with West Nile in Pinellas County to 25. Health officials recommend you limit your exposure to mosquitoes and empty any standing water where the bugs can breed.
Tampa police are searching for a hit-and-run driver who left an elderly man to die. They're looking for this car. Investigators believe the driver and several passengers abandoned it after the crash. The car hit 93-year-old William Thompson as he crossed East Bush Boulevard. Now, according to police, the impact of the crash threw Thompson onto the car's hood and smashed the windshield.
New overnight, 3 people are under arrest for opening fire at a Clearwater motel. Deputies received calls about gunfire at the Roadway Inn on US 19 North. They found several shell casings in the parking lot and on the 3rd floor breezeway. Deputies arrested Andrea Vivona, Melvin Woodward, and Ernest Brown III in connection to the shooting. All right, the time right now is 5:38 on this Thursday morning. It's muggy out there, Lee.
It is on the muggy side for sure. We have an onshore winds that brings some of that Gulf moisture onshore. At 8 o'clock this morning, we'll be around 80 degrees, and we warm up quickly from there. 86 at 11 a.m., 89 at 2 p.m., 91 at 4. But our rain chance remains relatively slight. This morning, there may be 1 or 2 showers that kind of sneak their way onshore, especially up in Citrus, Hernando, and Pasco counties. Then throughout the day, any storms that do develop will generally drift east of I-75. But what I want you to notice is there's just not many. Today's rain chance is well below average at just 20%. So if you're thinking about heading down to Miami for the game tonight, the last preseason game against the Bucks, 7 p.m. start, 85 degrees in Miami. There is a 30% rain chance, or you can sit in your house and watch it right here on News Channel 8. We have a pregame special starting at 6:30. Tropical Storm Fred, yeah, it's still out there, but really not posing a problem and was expected to fizzle out in the Atlantic. Let's check in on traffic on the 8th, though, to see how things are doing on the roadways.
A lot of overnight construction has cleared up, but we still have some remnants and so forth. I just want to say, go Bucks tonight. But I'm glad it's only preseason because it's Miami, and I like Miami too. So it's always tough, but always got to go for the Bucks above the Dolphins. All right, let's take a look at Sarasota, folks. We do have a little bit of overnight construction still out here northbound on I-75, where one lane is taken away, but you won't see any delays. All right, let's head over now and talk about Tampa, where we've got Malik on the street. Let's go to him again. He is right here at between Armenia and Howard, a little bit closer to Howard right now. That's what we're looking at Columbus Drive. And you can see traffic is getting by, but a lot of cones. Look at all that activity. What are they doing? They're resurfacing the roadway. And boy, let me tell you, they need to in this area. So it's going to look a lot better, but down to one lane just about everywhere in that intersection. That's a look at weather and traffic. And now back to Jean and Gail.
All right. Thank you so much, Leslie. Patiently waiting. Vice President Joe Biden's recent trip to Florida is leading many to believe he is leaning towards running for president, and the Clinton campaign is keeping a close eye on his decision.
This is a difficult decision for him to make, and as I said before, I want him to have the space and time to do it.
All right, now let's look at the polls. The Washington Post shows Clinton with a 53% unfavorable rating. Biden is only slightly better at 46%.
A heartbreaking discovery.
Yeah, coming up, we will explain how a breakup can not only impact your emotions, it can actually hurt. And facing the consequences still ahead, the trouble some college athletes are in after a dress-up session.
Plus, rap reaction. Up next, we're hearing from the performer accused of brutally kicking a local woman right in the chest. You're watching News Channel 8 today on this Thursday morning.